once you log into Skyward Family Access, and if you need help logging in, just you can contact the admissions office. But once you've logged in, you should see a new menu option here called Enrollment Action Required. And also in the stream of messages, you'll see a message that asks you to go ahead and do enrollment for any children you might have in the school. So in this particular instance, there's 2 different children here. So we'll just go ahead and click on where it says Go to Enrollment Action Required. And then it explains here for this particular child, the steps actually are listed on the right side. So what you need to do is just click on the Next button. And that'll take you to the first step where it's the particular enrollment form. So you'll click on the link for enrollment form right here. And then what that should do is pop up another window with the actual enrollment form. And so I'll bring this so we can get a better look at it here. And so here is a bit of information you're going to want to read. It's terms and conditions for the school, that sort of thing. All you'll need to do here is check that you acknowledge the terms and conditions. And then you'll also just choose tell us whether or not your child will be returning to the school, to Cotopaxi for the following school year. Finally, if they do need if they need transportation for the following school year, just go ahead and tap that one as well. So we're going to go ahead and put yes here. Check that. And then, important to remember, the next step is to save this. Now, you can also print it if you want. If you choose Save and Print, it'll let you print these terms and conditions, which you may want to have that for your records. Otherwise, just go ahead and tap Save. And then, the next thing that's important is to take this one here. It says Complete Step 1 and move on to Step 2A. So after you've done the enrollment form, you have to say, yes, I've completed that. So you tap that button. Then it takes you to a space where you can verify the student information. And this is really important because we need to know any updates, contact information, and that sort of thing for each of the students in our school. It's really important. So you're just going to go ahead and verify this information. Now, these fields with asterisks are the only ones that are required. The rest, they're not absolutely required. So, for example, this particular student doesn't have a middle name. Or there isn't a home email for this student. So it's okay if they're blank. So just verify the information and then click that Complete Step button. Now there will be several pages of this verification because there are several pages of information that we want to check. So again, just review this, each field in the information card, and just keep completing, click Complete Step 2D and so on to move on to the next one. Making changes as you see them necessary. So you'll have an opportunity to make updates to emergency contacts. We'll complete that step here. If there's any changes in health information, you can put that in there, complete that step. Finally, when all of those steps are complete, and you'll notice on this side it says that they're completed, right? There's a little checkbox that says they're completed. Then it's really important that you click this Submit Enrollment Action. Now, if along the way you discover, oh, wait a minute, under emergency contacts, that I don't have that person's phone number or they have a new phone number, and you need to come back to this, you can always, any time along the process, click Close and Finish Later and come back to that point. But what's really important, again, is that once you are done, this button here that says Submit Enrollment Action Required, make sure that that's done. Make sure you click that button when you've finished everything. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, what should happen here is that you'll get a little message that says that it was successfully completed. And you should also receive an email that says this was done as well. So, but then we're going to go back to the second child here. So this is important. When we go back to the second child, there's a whole list of steps for that child as well. And this is important because many of our families have one child at Cotopaxi and another at another school, or one child may be graduating, so make sure you do the same for the second child. And after that, you're done.